The 18th century Viceroy Mansion, that is Larco Museum, was built on the site of a pre-Columbian pyramid from the 7th century.
Have in their minds is Inca.
Inca, that's all you think about.
But Inca was only the last pre-Hispanic culture. It lasts from the
10 pre-Inca, more than 10.
more than 10.
Chachapoyas, Pucara.
And right there you have another chart that helps you to understand what was happening in the world and in Peru at the same time. For example,
The lines of Nazca, I see that.
yeah, the Nazca people were doing the Nazca lines here in Peru. In Middle America, we have the Maya. In Europe, we have the Roman Empire, where the Barbarian invasions.
Oh, that particular timeline.
Yes, then
In 1532, the Spanish conquistadors arrived to find the Incas ruling a great empire. However, civilization first emerged thousands of years before in ancient Peru. Puma. Flints from 8000 BC. The universe was composed of the sky, the land, and the subterranean world, where the fruits of the earth came from and where the dead went to. So you look for the bird of prey, such as an eagle, the jaguar or puma for earth, and the serpent for the subterranean. What is so amazing is these were all found intact. You don't see any joins.
yesterday.
The Lima people.
The Limas, they worship the moon, they worship the sea, and they were ruled by women. So we can say that we are talking about the first matriarchal civilization of
Ruled by women. Women rule.
And these tools to shape the clay, the molds.
Monkey. This piece is beautiful. Textiles was the main craft in Paracas, but this is incredible pottery. I know I keep saying that.
Always these cultures follow the same pattern when they make pottery. I mean, on another coast, the pottery has 1 until 3 colors. They stir up the spout. They shape the clay. At the southern coast, what's colorful, a double spout and a handle bridge. And in the central coast, they mix the both styles. And in the highlands, colorful. So that's the way how you can recognize the pieces where they came from the coast or from the highlands.
That is an upside down drum. Chincha totem pole.
These were used to put water or corn beer. Chicha de jora. So typical Inca drink.
Would you repeat that? You said when the Spanish came, they forbade the locals from worshiping their gods.
Yes, they forbid the locals to continue to worship their gods, right? But there was a problem with that. The language. The Spanish speak Spanish, and the indigenous, the local, they speak Quechua, Aymara, or another dialects. So that's how they decide to use the art in order to teach, to educate the people. But the pearls,
Yes.
many use. But if you see the pearls,
It's like the snake.
yeah, and also looks like kernels, a product from the motherland. From the corn from the motherland. Then look at the frame. Gold reminds them the god, the sun, the main god of the Incas. So when the Spanish saw this kind of representation, they thought, look how the Incas are embracing our beliefs.
Where the Incas included their form of their gods and goddesses and beliefs with the Spanish being no wiser. This is made with feathers. And this one is from a poncho, a feathered tunic. Cotton, thread, and feathers.
Is considered the finest thread of the world, made of vicuña, right? And this other one is chincha, has 398 threads per linear inch.
Oh, there, you can see it now. So these are in the Guinness Book of Records. How many?
398 threads per linear inch.
390 threads per linear inch. That is amazing. That was from 250 years before Christ. They found it wrapped around a mummy.
The bodies were put.
One mummy could have possibly 10 to 15 fabrics like this wrapped around them. Amazing the condition that they're in. Found in the desert. That's why everything was preserved so well, because it's arid. We are now in the silver area. Doesn't look like silver. Looks more like just plain tin. Silver and gold. How much would one piece be worth, for instance?
Well, for these pieces are priceless.
Inside this mummy is a 4 or 5 year old child. Do they know what it dates from, the year? That's the x-ray from inside the mummy. How old is this mummy?
We are talking about between the 800 1300 AD. But look at the detail of the wig made of real hair, and there was a crown made of feathers. So with these type of elements, we can say that this kid inside belongs to the high class of the world.
High class. So that's real hair.
It's
Children's toy.
representing funeral ritual. Was
We
not
think it was
economic.
gold or silver.
Why these people have to wear these things? Let's recall one thing. For the locals, the leaders represent their gods or were considered some of gods. In another words, means that nobody could see their faces, right? Imagine a big plaza in a sunny day, and these people ready for the rituals under the effects of drugs, very excited, and from the top of the pyramid, a queen or king wearing these things and looking so shiny because of the reflection of the sun. And when they speak, they don't sound like common people, they have to sound like God. The purpose of those nose rings was to distortion the voice. As much bigger it was, the distortion was better. That thing, plus the acoustic of the place where the people was credible that the God was talking to them. And in that way it was easy to obey.
So basically just for acoustics.
Yes.
La Chica, from 1 to 800. This is who?
Chimu.
Chimo.
Pre-Inca culture. Now, imagine a moment when the Inca king, wearing a nice and beautiful poncho with his crown made of colorful feathers, met the Chimu king wearing something like this.
Pretty impressive.
So now you can realize the difference between the Incas and the Chimu. And how I said, or why I said, the greatest of the Incas was probably between the 70 or 80% thanks to the Chimu.
Gold and silver express the power of the sun and the moon, as well as that of their descendants, the ruling elite. This is their storeroom. How many pieces are in the storeroom?
Well, in the total collection, 45,000. So 15,000 in the permanent disposition and 30,000 right here.
So people can just walk between the stacks of all these incredible, incredible pieces. Frogs. So they're all from the year 1 to 880. Duckies, I think. Duckies, roosters, chickens.
It's a representation of a god.
I would have thought a shaman, but it's God. It just keeps going on and on and on.
Very lucky because we could lose these artifacts.
Could spend a lifetime in this museum. Erotic art is next. That is very different. These are whistling bottles. That is a pacha, ceremonial vessel associated with the worship of water and fertility.
Representation of their ancestors. And even in that world, the sexuality was very important. It's really nice. That represents
They have a beautiful gift shop here, which is to be expected. One thing's for sure, they have nicer things than you'd find on the street. Really, really beautiful gift shop. One thing's for sure, their jewelry in here is not inexpensive. Love llamas. Llamas have such a great personality.